Welcome, Anime Redux Rebels. This is your Judge B coming at you again after a lot of months. This has put a lot of months on that one. There's been issues, conflicting issues, scheduling issues, but we're going to come back with this podcast and talk about a bunch of things. Today I have our guest who some people have just now learned that we are actually together, but here is a new guest named Adiola. Adiola? You can say, never mind.
I will eventually.
Eventually. See, she's too busy. I
just finished a fishing tournament on Animal Crossing, and I was the winner, so I have to claim my prize.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want you having a podcast. You're just too busy to do things that I want to do. But you know what? It's whatever. It's whatever. No. Let's
Wow. Okay.
And see, it's lovely she brings up Animal Crossing because today's podcast topic is unpopular opinions.
What unpopular opinion do you have about Animal Crossing?
We'll get to that. So pretty much we're going to be discussing about... Oh, let me get this out of here because he's also going to be a point later on the show.
How terrible his series is, yeah.
Let's wait. We'll get to that point. Unpopular opinion. Pretty much everyone knows what it is already, but pretty much opinion that people just probably won't like that you actually do this. Like if there's an anime that you like or manga you like or just a show in general. It doesn't have to be anime-wise, but just pretty much anything. And I'm going to start off and talk about Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing is a waste of time.
I think your face.
That along with Sims. Because in Sims, you are playing God.
Wait, no, did you say The Sims? Oh. Okay.
See, unpopular opinion.
Okay, no, it's okay.
The Sims is a God game, and there's no real conflict if it's a God game. And for Animal Crossing, you're a dude in a town that pulls weeds out of the grass.
First of all.
Can I finish my statement?
This nigga here.
Such language. Anyway, it's about a dude pulling weeds and keeping an upkeep of a town. You know what I'm speaking? That doesn't sound very interesting to me.
Are you done?
Rebuttal. Also, wait. Points to anyone who can guess what's in the cup that I'm drinking.
I would ruin it. Everything in my heart tells me to ruin this, but I'm not going to.
Thank you.
First of all, fuck you and shut your face. I'm sorry. Shut up. Animal Crossing is amazing. It is an amazing game. Reason being, it's not like every other game where there's a goal that you have to reach, and as soon as you reach the goal, what the fuck else are you gonna... What else are you gonna do? Animal Crossing is a never-ending game. All you do is just live your life. It forces you to take a slow route. It's so much fun. You can go around and build your town and plant trees and talk to the neighbors. There are new neighbors that move in sometimes, and some neighbors move away. And sometimes your town builds up, and sometimes, trolls come and try and cut stuff down and steal it from you. It doesn't matter. You go on an island and meet people worldwide. For other 3DS games that you want to play that require you to know people. So if you can go on Animal Crossing and you can make friends with some Japanese person all the way over there, it'll help when you're playing Bravely Default. And you need that person. It'll help. It helps. I think Animal Crossing is great. The Sims, I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not, because that game is so complex.
People have been talking about Bravely Default for a while. I have no idea what the crap that's about at all. People just been saying it's a great game.
I feel like it's another Final Fantasy game.
From what I can remember the commercials, it sounds like a Final Fantasy game. Like the music, not anything else, but just the music stuff. I thought it was another Final Fantasy game.
I think it's Final Fantasy, but it's just got a different name. And maybe the interface is a little different, but I think it's essentially Final Fantasy. Okay. That's what I was saying. The Sims 3 is amazing. And
yes, we're not gonna. This conversation that we would get into. Complex. Okay, guys, to let you know, the conversation we would get into about Sims would take the entire podcast. We've been through this before. Let's just move on from there.
Oh, no, sir. You are not allowed to talk down about the Sims, then tell me, well, we've fought about this a lot, so you can't say anything. No, I'm going to say something. And I think
no, you did say, you say yours. I'm not going to rebuttal back because it'll take all the podcasts to talk about Sims and things, and we need to move on from just this. Because while those are things I don't like, there are some shows and things that I do like that certain people don't really like at all.
I could have been done what I had to say, but you want to sit here and talk and tell the whole story. No, go ahead.
Show that I actually like to watch, and I actually was watching it today and finished the third season
Mm-hmm.
today.
Mm-hmm.
Italia Pasta.
You are such a loser. That show is trash, and you are trash for liking it. That's a terrible show. It is so.
Don't get me wrong. I know it's a horrible retelling of history. This main fact that they're making
I don't
Germany,
even care they're
Japan.
fucking up history. That's not my. I don't care about them messing up. What do I have to care about? I don't care about history. I don't care. It's a terrible show. It's it's just a terrible show. You know what? I'll be honest. It may not be that bad because I watched a couple of episodes and I won't lie, I laughed at something.
Mhm.
Okay. And I think my the
Was
biggest,
it Italy?
huh?
Was it Italy talking to his big brother Germany?
Please don't ruin things. Don't do that. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
It's in my nature. Continue.
I think my problem is with the fans, as it is with every other thing that I probably don't like. My problem is with the fans because they always cosplay. I don't know what it is with women and crossplay. Like I can't. I hate crossplayers. Oh, I hate them. Like you have double D boobs. You cannot pull off this guy. Like so they do that a lot for Italia. For every con that I've gone to, Italia has always been cosplay. They cosplay to all the countries and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that it's terrible.
Okay.
And then they kiss each other at cons. And it's gross.
Not so gross to the guys, but I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay, what is one of your unpopular opinions, since I've stated about 3 of mine already?
Oh, well, you mean like one of the shows that I like?
Shows, anime, manga, doesn't matter. And it's unpopular opinion, so it's not something that you, it's whatever you don't like or do like.
I didn't like, please don't, I'm so sorry to everybody, but I kind of didn't like, what was it? Young Justice? I didn't like it.
That is blasphemy, good man.
I'm sorry.
Like,
it was too angsty for me. Like, oh God, Superboy? Oh, I just wanted to like punch him in the face.
No, but it was such an amazing show because you could see how much of an asshole Superman truly is. I mean, we all know Superman's an asshole. Just plain and simple about that. But to see that his son, no, don't get me. Superman has a personality in this. He got the personality of an asshole. My son, my own genetics is asking me for help. Like, huh? What? Need help? Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, I gotta go. Granted, I've never actually seen the entire series, but from what I did see, I enjoyed the shit out of it.
Nope, I did not like it. It was too much angst. I can't deal with the show that's always like makes you want to cut your wrists because everybody's having a
lot of it actually derived from the actual comics, and the comics nowadays are actually pretty angsty. I mean, Speedy losing his arm and going to drugs, that really happened.
That's too much angst. I'm sorry.
That's life, baby.
I don't want the fade. I don't want any. This is just my opinion. I just don't like Young Justice. Like, I'm sorry, I just didn't like it. I really did not. It's not like I hated it. I would do this thing where when it was on, I would change the channel. And if SpongeBob were on, I would rather watch that than watch Young Justice. That's
well, see, according to DC Networks, what you're feeling is what they wanted. They didn't want young women or ladies watching the show. They wanted only young men and testosterone and watching the show.
Angsty young men.
Oh, I'm not angsty. I'm not a young man. I'm a man.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you really? No. Are you sure?
We're not getting into this conversation. Anyway.
Smart.
But Young Justice, when I saw that, it was actually pretty interesting because for once they weren't the They weren't the front lines like how the big superheroes are. They're always the first people like, oh, there's an issue, we're gonna take care of it. No, you little niggas who no one really knows because you're sidekicks and no one really pays attention to, we send you in for espionage. And honestly, I like espionage. Granted, espionage games I'm not good at all. I'm very horrible at sneaking games like Metal Gear. All those Metal Gear games I sucked at, except for Metal Gear Revengeance because that was all about cutting people up. But main fact that they started to do espionage and first off made the black character the leader. Hello.
Oh well, yeah, there was that. I thought Aquaman was pretty cool. I thought that guy, he was cool.
Yeah, but I kind of wish they did the same design for Aqualad in the comics, because he had blonde dreads and it looked kind of decked out, and makes me want to cry a bit. Man, I can never cosplay him again. Oh yeah, for those people who haven't noticed already by now, I cut my hair. That's an unpopular opinion. People hate it. Well, actually, no. People love it.
I'm gonna say, don't lie. Don't lie.
Yeah, kind of weird, but people really love
He
it.
does not like it. Everyone else loves it.
I don't like constantly having to brush my hair. I
You
don't like
wanted
it.
to cut it, and now it's gone, and now everyone likes it, including me, and you can't escape from that.
Especially because it's her. She likes it. That's the reason I want it back. But we'll get back from there. So,
Anyway,
but yeah, when I saw Young Justice was actually pretty cool, and then I saw, kept coming in and out of it, and I came around the part where Static Shock was in there. It's like, all right, Static.
that's another show I didn't like. I know that's your boy.
Gotta be,
I know
superhero,
Static
gotta
is
be.
your boy. Static is your boy. But
Static is my boy. You gotta explain yourself real quick.
I'm so sorry. Phil Lamar did his voice, right? I couldn't stand Phil Lamar's voice.
But you like Samurai Jack.
For Static, I couldn't stand him because I didn't like Osmosis Jones either. And if you remember, they kind of sounded kind of similar. I didn't like that show, and I didn't like Osmosis Jones. I'm sorry, I didn't like Virgil. I didn't like Virgil.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
You wanted this. This is what you asked for. You're getting it. So
Static Shock was like one of the best black superhero shows they had out back then.
I mean, don't get me
if not the only.
I mean, that's great, but
I will hold up. I'm not gonna say that show was perfect. Had a bunch of issues in, especially when they introduced Little Romeo into the thing. Whatever happened to Little Romeo?
Let's not get on that subject. Let's not talk about Little Romeo. Let's not talk about the fail. Let's not talk about Bow Wow, Romeo. Let's not do that.
Now, there were some characters in there that are actually really good, and some of them they're just kind of fucking weird, like Kangol, who was a Jamaican dude who had the leg power of a kangaroo, which make no sense why he was Jamaican.
See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
Yeah, some of the powers got a little weird, but the best ones were, of course, Ebon, Hot Streak. Shit, I don't remember him. Oh, wow. I feel bad. I don't know the name of all the rest of them. Those are only two that actually mattered. No. Wait, there was that fat guy who had the power of wind, which is kind of funny. Fist of the back wind. Oh, yeah. But, wow. Don't like Static? Well, I like Bubba Bo.
That was a show.
That was a good show.
It was a show.
It was a good show.
If I needed to laugh, Bobo could do it for me.
Okay, yeah. So it's not that much of an unpopular opinion, but I know some people who really hate that show. The main thing you got to go in the mindset of watching this is that it is a parody of a parody. It is parodying all animes, and it's just being nonsensical fun. If you go into the fact of knowing that, and there might be a little bit of storyline sprinkled in every now and then, but no, it's just a surreal anime, it's entertaining as hell. I just haven't finished it because, one, I don't have time, and two, the anime ends before the actual series ends. So it's like, I don't want to watch the end of it and then expect more. There's not going to be more. I hate that. But hell yeah. I'm sorry. One of my still favorite scenes the entire thing is when Bubba Bo has to figure out a new super attack because all his nose hair attacks have apparently he used them all up, even though he uses a new one every single time he does. It's not a repeat of anything. And Fist of the Nose Hair, Armpit Chop. Like that over and over again. Then the guy just flies away.
That Zatch Bell, I didn't even give the time of day. I thought that was too. I didn't even give it time. I never gave the time of day. You look, I am very picky, and you can give me a shit story, but if you have pretty art, I'll still watch. I will stay with you for like 10 episodes. But Zatch Bell just turned me off. Like I just.
Yeah. I'll agree. The art style was a little bit lacking. The art style was lacking. I will give you that. But the story behind it was amazing. I really thought it was. But the only time I started getting off of it was when they introduced the ancient Mamoto, which I got confused on, and things got weird. But I still love the show. Do I still have it? I think it's somewhere around here somewhere. I have the Zatch Bell PS2 video game.
Don't worry, I'll break it.
You will never touch it.
You know what I did like though?
What's that?
I I know I liked Sonic X. I did like that show. Now wait, before you judge me.
Oh, hold up, no. I'm not judging you. I liked it too.
Okay, because I mean, don't get me wrong. I completely hated Chris. I thought that adding a human into any Sonic adventure is useless to me. But I liked it. Like, don't get me, it doesn't hold a candle to the Sonic Underground. It doesn't hold a candle to that.
No, not Sonic
But
Underground. Wait, no. Not Sonic Underground. Sonic Adventure. Sonic Underground. You hate angsty. You hate angsty stuff. That was nothing but angst.
I like Sonic Underground.
Okay, I like Sonic Adventure, not the kitty one, the more darker one where it had the squirrel girl who talked to a computer. God, I can't remember anybody's names right now.
But whatever, I don't care. I like Sonic X. I like that show because I thought it was cute.
Gotta go fast.
The theme song. I mean, who didn't sit in front of the TV? Even if you hated the show, you sat in front of the TV and you sang the theme song like you were the one who wrote it. Like, that was the best theme song.
Moving at the speed of sound.
And also, here's another unpopular opinion about cartoons. I like Johnny Test. I like it. I like that show.
You can go to hell.
Frick anybody who doesn't say it.
You can go to hell and sit
I was there when it was on WB.
Spike.
It was on WB before. Johnny Test is not a new show. It's a very old show. I watched it from that time, and even now, it's still funny. I mean, the cartoon is crude. It's crudely drawn, but I like it because I like James Arnold Taylor, and I think that show. I think it's cute. I don't know what everybody's issue is with it. Like Annoying Orange, yeah, fuck that shit. Grandpa that's retarded, okay, fuck that shit too. But Johnny Test, I mean, I don't like how they put it on the time slot so many times, but I don't know. I thought the show was pretty good. I like it.
That show is so fucking stupid.
You're stupid.
It really is.
I mean,
because the main fact is there is no development in character for anyone. No matter how much shit happens, Johnny is always a little douchebag who always either steals his thing, or his sisters are psychotic who decide to test, oh, let's see if we can make you into a Neanderthal and kill everything. Yeah, that's just a great idea. What scientific experiment did you need to do that for?
It's a random show.
There's no development in character. I don't give it is.
It doesn't need to.
Even Bobobo had development in character.
Whatever. I like Johnny Test. And for a while,
I don't like how.
I'm not gonna go anymore. I'm gonna let you go. You have to get, because I named like 3 different cartoons. It's your turn.
I don't like how it's becoming the flagship for Cartoon Network.
What?
That Johnny Test. As much as many fans there are there for Adventure Time, that is the flagship of Cartoon Network because
no, it's not. Adventure Time is.
No, it's not. It's Johnny Test for the main reason why it's past 200 episodes now. That's how you become a flagship. Is that you're one of the most viewed and most longest things out there. Dragon Ball Z was the flagship of Shonen Jump because it lasted so long and it was still so popular. Same thing with Johnny Test. For some fucking reason, it lasted this long and has this much popularity in it. I'm not surprised there hasn't been a movie out for it already. If there hasn't one been already, I have no clue.
Into the universe, it's gonna happen.
Don't let it happen, please. It's
gonna happen. You already spoken to the universe. It's gonna happen.
Like I said, I only like one episode of Johnny Test. I'll admit that I did watch it to see if it was any good. I only watched one episode. I only liked one episode. Let me phrase that. I watched more than one. Was the Darth Vegan episodes? Those were funny. Every single episode that has Darth Vegan in it, especially when Johnny became a meat Jedi, that was funny. I'll admit that was funny. Everything else is just okay. Dookie wants to get into a dog show. What are we gonna do?
Dookie is hilarious. I don't care what you say. That guy, he's funny.
I can't say.
He's the rated PG Brian. He's funny.
I don't like Family Guy.
I can tell that you can see that I just had a range of emotions because I wasn't sure if I agreed or disagreed.
Oh God.
I hate the old episodes. Yeah. Yes. Yes, fucker. I hate the old episodes. I don't mean like, I love Shapoopy. I love that episode was freaking Peter on the football. I love that episode. But the really, really old ones, I don't like them. Because you can tell,
I'll agree. Like the first season, not that good. Had its entertaining moments, but I don't like how Family Guy is now because the rumor is that he is trying to sabotage his own show. So, because he hates how Family Guy is now, he doesn't like it. He wants to make it as worse as he can, so he can stop working on other movies. Because he's actually making a movie now called A Million Ways to Die in the West, which actually looks pretty fucking funny. And
it's gonna turn out to be like Ted, which is essentially Family Guy live action.
Actually, it probably will be, especially since Ted's getting a sequel. I've never actually seen Ted, but I don't like it. Like, I liked it when they started doing like shit that you never saw coming, like that episode where Stewie and Bri are in the vault. That was good. That was really good. The episode where it's raining and everyone has to stay in the house and Brian's on fucking mushrooms, and we get to the point to where Meg actually stands up for herself. She stops being everybody's whipping boy, and she notices how the family falls apart if they don't have her. I was like, that is amazing. That is good character and story development, and also it was great artwork when we show Brian high on mushrooms.
Those are recent episodes. So what do you mean you don't like the way it is now?
Those aren't that.
Those are all fairly recent episodes.
Fairly recent. That's like a year ago.
Okay, so what episodes now will you tell me that you don't like?
Unpopular opinion. Killing Brian off for the hell of it. They killed him off just to get ratings. And then say, oh, we lied. You're going to hate us because we did it. Because they knew what they were doing. They knew that as soon as they tried to get rid of Brian and put this new dog in who had no development, also everyone loves him, they knew everybody was going to hate the show. Only to reverse it in the end. And you know what? They should have just let them hate it for a while. Eventually grow to like the show. Start from scratch. But no, it's like,
it's not something that they did and they were like, oh, these guys don't like it. I mean, let's think about this. You know how long it takes to make a Family Guy episode?
No, they planned that. That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't like, I don't like how people keep talking as though they saw the reaction to losing Brian and then suddenly decided, oh, let's change it. No. Plan already in place.
No, that's what's bad about it. That they knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. So they wanted to shake up the show. Is it their fault? They didn't want to shake up the show. They wanted to piss people off.
Piss people off, shake up the show. I don't see the difference here. I don't see the difference. There's no difference.
They wanted to piss people off.
There's no difference between shaking up and pissing people off. Nobody's gonna be happy with it.
See, shaking up a show usually means like you do something to where it's groundbreaking for the show, but people will love it because it's groundbreaking. Which is, like I said, the Stewie and Brian vault thing. That was shaking up the show because there was barely any music at the time and not a lot of jokes. It was more heartfelt type of stuff. But killing off Brian would say, haha, we killed Brian. We're going to keep him dead. Oh, wait. No, we're not.
I think that the reaction to it was the stupidest thing because it's a cartoon.
Yes.
It's not that serious. If they want to kill him off and bring him back the next episode, they can do that because it's a cartoon. You people need to get your priorities straight because it is not that serious.
Speaking about that, I'm sorry, I'm going to move on from this point. Unpopular opinion. I hate it when people just don't understand. It's a fucking cartoon. Same thing with anime. I don't care what anyone says. Anime is cartoons. It's Japanese cartoons, but it's fucking cartoons.
No, it's anime.
No, you don't know what you're talking about. They're not. Cartoons and anime are different. No, they're not.
I don't even watch anime as much anymore. Unpopular opinion, like.
No, I don't either because I don't have the time to sit down and read my anime. Oh, unpopular opinion. I like dubs more than subs. I don't feel like missing half the action.
Shut up. Quality first. Always quality.
Oh no, I don't listen to bad dubs. Hold on now, don't get me twisted now. Like Bacano was a great dub, and I will never want to see that sub. Same thing with Cowboy Bebop. I tried watching Cowboy Bebop subbed. I got bored. Quality dubs are awesome.
There are some dubs that are good. I'm not gonna say that they're not. Okay,
There's
Trigun
others
was a
bad.
good dub. Of course, Cowboy Bebop was a great dub. Fully Cooley was an amazing dub.
There's one.
Unpopular opinion, Fully Cooley is a shit. Whatever you have to say doesn't matter.
Continue with the dub sub
Um,
conversation.
Dragon Ball Z was a great dub. There are good dubs out there. I am not gonna say there aren't. I like Dragon Ball Z dub better than sub, to be honest, because I don't like that voice everybody has in the sub version. That's really weird. Everyone sounds like a baby. That freaks me out. Like, freaks me out. I really love how Funimation did Dragon Ball Z. And Shin-Chan, amazing dub. It is full of bullshit, but it's the greatest dub because it's great.
And I'll admit, there are some horrible dubs out there, especially to a show that I love with a bloody passion.
Anything outside of Metal Alchemist that Vic Mignogna is doing is terrible.
Oh, I'll get to that.
Popular opinion, I hate Vic Mignogna.
I hate his fans. There's one dub out there right now that makes me not want to watch the show. That's the reason why I watch it sub. Even though I hate watching it sub, I have to because dub is so horrible. Hajime no Ippo. It is a great boxing anime / manga. It's so hype, but the dub is so horrible. The guy's name is Makunochi, not Makunuuchi. Makunuuchi, are you there, Makunuuchi?
When people try to say the name.
Oh, I was like, oh, stop it, you're ruining the show.
Unpopular opinion, again, last one under dubs. I can't stand the dub of Soul Eater. I think it's the worst dub I have ever heard in my entire life, and it should be burned. Funimation should have never even thought to dub, and if they did, they should have got Chris Sabat to be the person over the dubbing process, because whoever did that shit fucked up hardcore. Why does Black Star sound...
Okay, that's like where we're going. That's my only issue I have, is that Black Star sounds horrible.
No. Black Star sounds like he is a teenage girl. I can't...
Honestly speaking, if you did not know the show before it was dubbed, you would think he was a girl for a very long time. Just a flat-chested girl, because that happens in the anime. Girl.
It's a really strong flat-chested girl. If you're gonna do it right. Take lessons from I don't know all their names. The lady who plays Ash and the one who does Naruto, I can't remember their names. Take lessons from those women. Take lessons from E.G. Daily and Tara Strong. Know how to do a female playing a boy's. Know how to do that. Laura Bailey. Know how to do that stuff. Know that. Don't just go in there and make your voice raspy and think you're playing a boy because your voice is raspy. There's a technique to that shit. And that chick who did Black Star did it wrong.
The voice of Shinigami-sama was the best. I will say that was that was the best. Like, you went from the childish one, like, I see you're back out again. Oh, did you enjoy not having your nap? All of a sudden, Shinigami-sama! Like, yes!
They do well. I'll give it that. All right, next.
You said something else. I'm gonna go back to the Vic Mignogna. There was something else. Oh, I had something. I just forgot that quickly. Oh, I remember. There was Vic Mignogna. There is actually one show out there that has Vic Mignogna in it that his voice fits, because it kind of fits his personality that I envision him having. I don't think that's how his vision is. He is, because I had not met him. For people who have met him, that person there, I don't know how his personality is, but from what I've heard rumors of, the show that best fits his personality, and the show I actually really, really like, Ouran Host High School Club.
Okay. That was a bad dub too, because I don't like okay, I'm sorry, let me not say it was a bad dub. In my opinion, it was a bad dub too, because I didn't like who Haruhi was being voiced. Whoever did her voice, terrible. But
go ahead.
Vic did well.
Yes.
I'm gonna give him that. That was next to Ed. I thought that was really good for him.
Like, and for people who don't know, because it is a straight up shoujo anime, and you goddamn Skippy. Okay, shoujo anime that we all men are gonna love, period, because it's gonna make you feel no matter what. Clanad. We're not gonna even talk about that. Clanad is just that heart feeler. Whoever doesn't, whatever. I'm not even getting to that. But the other shoujo anime that I really love was Ouran Host High School Club, because one, for some odd reason, spoiler alert, I like gender bent at manga / animes. It's kind of weird that I like these things, but they're fun to watch. There's that one. There's No Bra. There's Prunus Girl, and another one I was reading not too long ago.
How many of these have you read?
About three altogether. 2 finished. Oh yeah, that's something you never knew about me. Yeah, I kind of like.
I kind of read it all.
Here's the
Moving
thing.
on.
Here,
Ugh.
I'm gonna say this right now. In every single one of them, except for Prunus Girl, which hasn't finished yet, every single gender bent ones, the main character and the character who's gender bending does not end up together. They end up as friends. It's a romance thing, but it's like, you know what? We're not gonna do this. I'm not gay. I love you though, but we can be really cool. And it was the way it brought it up to that was amazing. I like that. I think they're entertaining. I really do. I'm sorry you feel this way, especially how you think about.
Oh no, I don't have a problem with them. Moving on.
I think I shook her world by saying I like gender bent animes, a manga. Excuse me. I've never read a gender bent. Have I ever seen a gender? No, I've never seen a gender bent anime. Although I do hate traps.
Are you done?
I hate traps. I hate trap animes. Oh God, I hate that.
Like
when they bring a character in who looks extremely like a girl. Haku, Naruto, Haku.
What was it? What is it? Okay, I was never confirmed on what that is. What is it?
Haku's a boy.
Okay.
Haku's a boy, but he came there in pink in a kimono that's meant for women, picking flowers, which is a very anime girl thing because that's just how they set up an anime. It's not being stereotypical. It's just how they usually set up an anime. And he speaks so soft-spoken and has soft features. All of a sudden, like, oh yeah, I'm a boy. Bullshit!
What did not say? He's living.
I did not just have an unweird boner because you were a dude.
Gross. Yeah, let's get on that Naruto thing for a second. I think it's terrible. What say you?
I loved Naruto. I
okay,
don't like
and that's where we end, and that's where we stop. That's where we're ending that conversation. I don't want to get.
I don't like Shippuden.
I'm not gonna get in depth.
Ooh.
The games are fun. I would much rather learn about the entire story through the games. I don't know if that's possible. Can I do that?
Try. Sorry, I really. Oh God, I hate it. Hate it. That Obito was Toby or Madara. I hated it.
This is somebody who's only heard them say Obito is Toby Madara thing on the internet. So because of the fact that I don't read Naruto or watch Naruto, I don't know what any of that means, and I don't care. So please shut up. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care.
Speaking of that too, I don't particularly care for Avatar: Legend of Korra. I will watch it, but I don't particularly care for it because their writing. First, the writing comes out really good. First season was really good, all the way up to those last 4 episodes. I am complaining. You made Amon a waterbender. All the shit you could have done with him, you make him a fucking waterbender. You make waterbending the most OP style out of the entire world. What is wrong with you? You could have made him part robot, steampunk, everything. But no, we're going to make him a waterbender that can blood bend when the moon's not out. What bullshit is that? Also, I didn't like the giant monster fight between Korra
Killing me.
Korra and
I can't
giant.
handle this.
What?
What is wrong with you? That was an amazing battle. She was big, and then he was like, it was cool.
You don't even sound too convinced with your own opinion.
I am very convinced with my opinion. Here's the thing. I like Legend of Korra because I like Legend of Korra. I like the idea of that. I like that whole thing. And they really, even though Avatar was, I'm not going to lie, I feel like Avatar, the original Avatar Last Airbender, even though that I feel was a lot better, more, like it was well written, it was amazing. I still like The Legend of Korra because it did reach out to an older audience. I mean, it's not like, Avatar Last Airbender didn't, but The Legend of Korra reached out. It definitely, like, it ultimately grabbed people who didn't originally watch the Avatar. So I think that's a success for any show. Now,
I agree. No, like I said, I'll watch it. Don't get me wrong. As soon as the next season comes up, I'll be watching it. Go ahead.
I like the show. I'm not going to get on that. Like, I've already complained about what I think was wrong with the writing. I'll complain about it everywhere. Tumblr, Facebook. I complain about that was wrong with the writing. My thing is, I'm not going to I'm not gonna, I don't like Brian Konietzko or however you say his name because I don't like that thing he did when he was making fun of people's fan art. I don't like that shit. That's fucked up. You don't do it to your fans, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
or what? No, it was Brian Konietzko. He and the other dude. There's some Zutara fans out there. So
Some what?
Zutara, Zuko and Katara.
Uh-huh.
That's how they feel about that too. And instead of them, I mean, there are a lot of people who drew fan art of it and sent it in. And instead of them to be like, oh, look at what our fans made, they made like a joke video about it. And it wasn't, the thing is, it was all, I'm not going to say bad art because art isn't bad. It's just, it was
fan art.
It was fan art. It was fan art. And some people aren't very skilled in what they do. So sometimes what they draw may not be amazing. And everything it was just wrong. You have to find a video. It was really fucked up what they did. I don't like how
that's kind of fucked up. I didn't know
that's
that either.
Really fucked up. They aired it at a con and they were like, oh, it's just a joke if you can't take a joke. I mean, some people worked really hard on some of the stuff they drew for you to make a crude parody out of it. And they like worship the ground you walk on and you let me go on that tangent.
But no, like I said,
I like the way it's written. I mean, I like Legend of Korra. I like the idea of it. I love the character designs. I love all that. My issue, of course, like I said, is the writing. And I'm not going to put the blame on them because, as I always say, Nickelodeon ordered a certain amount of episodes. They probably did not estimate that show would have had the success that it did. And because of that, it ended in an abrupt way. If it were supposed to be just that morning show and it ended that way, there wouldn't have been any problem.
Yeah.
But for the fact that, the only thing I can say that I don't like about the second season is that, okay, you wrote this story, you wrote Legend of Korra, and I'm not gonna say you should have already had a plan just in case it got like super popular, but you knew the amount of success you got with the last Airbender. You knew that kind of success. Now you're coming out with another installation to the whole thing, and this time they're teenagers. Something in them had to have been like, okay, something might click here. And they had to have had more than what they did. And for their writing for season 2 to be so shitty.
And here's a really great thing about them turning them into teenagers for this one, because people who watch Avatar: The Last Airbender, who they were focusing towards, have grown up to be teenagers by now. So they can probably relate better to the second season. As I said, the first season was really great writing. I loved every bit about it. Hell, I was actually afraid of Amon. Like, if I ran into that dude into an alley, anybody who cosplayed him at the middle of the night, I would go the other way. I don't care if you're a cosplayer or not.
If you would be a bender, you'd be afraid of him, because the idea of what he can do to benders and he's not the Avatar, that's a pretty scary thing.
That, and he could fight. The dude could fight without bending.
So could chi blockers. That ain't scary. Shut up. Stop being a baby.
No, that man was scary.
No, he was not. He was not that scary. I can understand why, like I said, I can understand why benders would be afraid of that in that time. They did well with that. I could totally get why benders would be super afraid in that time, because the idea that other people can either block your chi or take your bending and it's not the Avatar, there's somebody out there who has learned to do that. That's a scary thing for a bender. That's a scary fucking thing. So I can understand why while she was scared with her whole battle with the fear, I love that. Yes, I love that entire situation, because she wasn't strong. She didn't always have somebody to go to. She was legitimately scared shitless. I love that. I absolutely love that.
The scene that made me scared of him was the scene where she was scared out of her mind when they met inside of the Avatar Aang building, and like he pretty much destroyed her with a chi block and said, you know what? I'm gonna take you bending. Wait a minute. Nah. I'm gonna wait. You're gonna go out there and tell them what I did. I'm gonna do it on a much grander scale to let them know I am not to be fucked with.
That's a real fucking villain. That's
like, okay, Amon, if you want my money, you can have it. I don't care if I don't have money. I don't care if I don't have bending. That nigga can kick my ass.
We are going on a tangent.
Sorry, yeah.
Wow. We totally went left.
Okay. Unpopular or more unpopular
opinions.
As much as I am an aficionado of the show, I don't particularly care for Dragon Ball
I think
like
I'm so sorry. I love being all that.
anything before the Android saga, I really think it's kind of boring. Like
wait, hold on. Rephrase that. Anything before the Android saga, so you don't care for Dragon Ball?
Okay, so Dragon Ball Z.
You said anything before the Android saga. That includes
I will rephrase.
Before all that, which also includes Dragon Ball. Did you not care for Dragon Ball?
I will rephrase. Thank you. Dragon Ball Z, the series. I didn't like anything before the Android saga. Because, like, I even went back. Hell, in our group I used to have in college, we went back and watched the Frieza saga. And I swear to you, I was bored out of my mind.
I can understand that.
Because, first off, the animation of it is not that good. At all.
You've seen Super Saiyan God.
We're not going to talk about
Take a drink. Yeah, that's right. Now that you've seen
Inside Joke.
Battle of the Gods.
As I said, anything before, this is after Android Saga, and that was a shit. We're not gonna get in that conversation. That's a drinking night game that happened that was amazing. Maze balls.
You're gonna get drunk.
Hey, I don't have liquor in my cup, or do I?
I said he did, so he clearly does.
Whatever. Yes, but. Sorry. I hate your favorite character.
Hold on, wait. Let me prepare myself because I'm gonna cry.
I hate Vegeta. I've always.
Oh wait, no, that's not my favorite character. Shut up.
Oh, that's right. You love Goku better than Vegeta.
Never mind. No. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Goku's amazing.
I can't stand Vegeta. Vegeta's a complete douche nozzle that should have been dead. Krillin should have did the one good thing he was good at the entire series. Like, if he would have killed Vegeta in the Saiyan saga, he would have been cemented as badass of the series. Goku being Goku.
I like
Goku.
I like Dragon Ball Z, the abridged series Vegeta. That's the Vegeta I like. I don't like Dragon Ball Z Vegeta. I like Dragon Ball Z Goku and Dragon Ball Z abridged Vegeta.
I can't not agree with that. Dragon Ball Z Abridged, amazing. Not unpopular opinion, it's fact. Anyone who else doesn't is an idiot. Moving on.
Oh, unpopular opinion, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is funnier than Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Hell fucking yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, the only issue with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is that it only comes out every couple of months. Man,
you must be so busy. But I love that. That shit, I will be in tears. I will literally be in tears from watching just one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Dragon Ball Z makes me laugh a lot, but it doesn't put me in tears like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
There was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged special.
That guy is funny.
There was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged special where he put the script for the first episode through the Ebonics translator, and I swear to God, that is the funniest shit I've ever seen. The Blue Peep Whitey Dragon. I want that T-shirt. That's what I'm getting for my Valentine's Day. I want the T-shirt. Blue Peeps Whitey Dragon is my homeboy.
You know what I hate hearing? Unpopular opinion. I'm sorry. People have ruined it for me. Certain people have ruined it for me. I hate hearing sweet Mother Teresa on the hood of a Mercedes-Benz. You sound like a majestic fucking eagle. I cannot stand that entire thing. I can't stand it. I can't stand it anymore. Because that is legitimately a greeting now for where I am. Like, whenever somebody sweet Mother Teresa, I can't deal it. I can't deal it.
Okay, for people who don't know, because some people will not know, that's from Attack on Titan Abridged. And it's funny. No, I'm sorry. While that's a funny line, my still favorite line is still, "You sound like a majestic fucking eagle. Harmonize with me." That is my favorite. That's my favorite lines. Attack on Titan Abridged.
But
why did I wish for this adventure?
Yeah, whatever.
I love it.
I don't know. I can't stay here anymore. I can't.
Oh, unpopular opinion on this one. As much as I love Dragon Ball Z Abridged, I want Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged to come back, and that means letting people.
Unpopular opinion. Yu Yu Hakusho put me to sleep. It did. I used to always have
show.
Hold on, I have to. Yes, the actual show. I had to sit through the show just to get to Rurouni Kenshin. That's all I cared about was getting to Rurouni Kenshin. Like that was my. Maybe it's because I wanted to get to Rurouni Kenshin so bad. mind you, I was a kid. This is when I was a kid. Okay, I was still like a stupid teenager. So I don't know how. I haven't watched it since then. So it may be great now. I don't know. But back then, I used to hate that shit. I hated it. I hated it because what I wanted was for Yusuke and Botan to get together. I hated Keiko, and I wanted Yusuke and Botan to get together, and that never happened.
No. I'll agree with you wholeheartedly. Keiko's a bitch. I don't really know why.
I hate that it didn't happen. So I ended up I hated the show, and I decided to just sit through it just to get to Rurouni Kenshin because I was in love with Kenshin.
I had Unpopular Opinion by Kenshin, but I can't remember what it is now.
I love Kenshin. I love that show.
Oh, mine's more technical. The final attack being just taking an extra step. That was retalk, but I'm not going to go into that. That's just.
I love Rurouni Kenshin. Oh, I was so in love with
I will too. Oh, Unpopular Opinion for me. Now we're going into mech anime. The best mech animes out there. I don't care what anyone says about this. The two best ones out there are Big O and G Gundam. Fuck all your other opinions.
Well, I watched Big O, and Big O was also one of those things that put me to sleep. I did not. G Gundam. What was I doing during G Gundam? Whenever G Gundam was on, I was either always drawing or writing or something. I didn't really watch G Gundam like I was supposed to.
You see what I'm doing here?
Mech anime, I don't really even watch mech anime like that.
You see what I'm doing here? This is my player book. I'm looking for one of my other girls right now because we can't do this anymore. We seriously can't do this anymore. That you don't like Big O.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't like it. Now I don't like it even more. Bitch, don't care. I don't like it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't like the show. I didn't like Big O. I thought that, yeah, you can go ahead and get to your exes because I don't care. I didn't like Big O. I thought that it was, it's not that I didn't like it. It was just really fucking boring to me. Like, I was just so bored. Like, oh my God. Hello? I didn't like Big O. I didn't think it was terrible. I just thought it was boring. I don't catch my attention, and it never caught, like, I always tried to sit in and, like, even Ghost in the Shell, and that's how I know I didn't like Big O. Big O and Ghost in the Shell I used to watch back then, and they both bored me to death. But I can watch Ghost in the Shell now and be so into it. Like, I love Ghost in the Shell now. I didn't get it back then, so I didn't like it back then. I get Big O now, and I still don't like it. I just don't like the show. I really don't. It's Batman, but who told me? Somebody had a discussion with this with somebody.
Me. We did a discussion about this in the anime group, back in college.
He's Batman. He's just Batman, except he's a super Batman with.
He's Batman with a giant neck.
He's a Batman with a robot.
See, okay, maybe it's not your taste. No, I'm sorry, that's your taste. But I like noir, and that's what it was. It was an anime noir. It was a noir anime, and I love that shit. It was like, granted, it's pretty much like the old-fashioned Incredible Hulk. They had this really great story for a while, but you knew eventually Big O had to come out and smash some shit up. That happens. But the main reason why I like these two animes, G Gundam and Big O, for mech anime only, not for story or anything like that, but because their piloting system makes sense. Whatever people say about Wing Zero, what other bullshit like that, they all have to just press buttons and maybe move 2 or 3 pedals, and they're moving through space, running and shit like that. No, Big O, if you watch Roger Smith anything, he is struggling to move because it's a giant fucking robot. G Gundam made sense because they have a tracking suit, a mocap suit, and whatever you did, it did. For Wing Zero, talking about like mind interfaces, some kind of bullshit like that. Okay, whatever. Only one person you got to tell. What about the rest of people who didn't have these interface bullshit or something like that? It made sense how the mechs worked. Because, like I said, for other animes that I've seen, little bit I've seen of the other Gundams, all you see them is going is, like moving forward in the screen inside the cockpit, and you just see the person doing the same. It's like, how are you controlling the ship to punch this way, or to hold the weapon this way, or shoot the gun this way? You don't have any kind of interface to show, oh, I should shoot this way. I don't like that. That seems like a boring way to be in a cockpit.
I The only mech that I watched that I really liked was it didn't even air on Cartoon Network. It was Star Driver, and it was one of those ones that you probably wouldn't like it if you watched it either, because it wasn't something that it didn't make, the way it was didn't make sense, and it would really make you mad because it's one of those animes where the good guys in every episode they're always gonna win. There's always gonna be a battle, and the guys will always win. And to win, he'll always form a new power to win. Like it was one of those things. But I like because I like the song.
Bubble pretty much, because that's what Bubble does.
Okay, so moving in now. Unpopular opinion. I guess it's my turn to name something I like. Or maybe something I don't like. Oh, here's an unpopular opinion. I did not like Grim and Evil. Not the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Grim and Evil. I didn't like it.
I could take it or leave when it was on. Honestly speaking, I watched the show just to get to the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Yeah. Like as soon as Evil Can't Carney came on, it's like, okay, it's a brain inside of a bear body. Okay. Oh, it's Billy can talk. Move on to Grim, and especially since once again the voice of Death was Phil Lamar. It's not an unpopular opinion, it's a fact. Phil Lamar is one of the greatest voice actors out there. What's sad about it that his range isn't really that much, but it's still amazing.
I hated watching it because Virgil was so lame. Maybe it was the writing. Maybe it was the writing for that show, because I just didn't like who Virgil was. I didn't like him. He just made me roll my eyes all the time. I hated him.
I'm not having this conversation. Oh, unpopular opinion. This is towards you too. I like Vic Mignogna as Broly.
As who?
Broly from Dragon Ball Z.
I don't give a fuck about Broly. I don't care.
I thought he was like I said, people can tell me that's Vic Mignogna. That's not Vic Mignogna. Vic Mignogna does like girly guys, like Edward.
If he did that and I couldn't tell it was him, he did a good job.
Yeah, that was Vic Mignogna. And I was like, the only time you can hear it is when he does say Kakarot at the very end. It sounds like Edward, very slightly. Only if you have to hear it.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing, but that's because everyone has that tail. Another popular opinion. We're talking about voice actors. I don't like Johnny Young.
He'll let me talk. See how long he's been talking? He's been talking forever. You start to see her and like, Jonathan, let me talk. He's gone. Damn, Jonathan. Go on. Just talk.
Ladies first. So I should go first, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you should.
Johnny Young isn't a very good voice actor.
He's not.
No. I loved him as a Power Ranger. He was awesome. Even though I hated he took Zach's place. Still a great Power Ranger, but dude, you need to get more range in your voice, because I'm watching a anime now that my girlfriend, lovely woman, got me for my birthday, Witch Hunter Robin. And guess whose voice I hear? And then he plays that character, that young brash kid who's unexperienced and does stupid shit.
Which is why I don't like Bleach. I absolutely. Oh, what, you have a problem with that?
No.
Because I don't like Bleach.
No, not at all. Continue.
I like SpongeBob. Not the new ones. I like SpongeBob's from seasons 1 to 3. That's it.
He was green.
He was not green for all of those episodes. He was green for season 1. But for season 2, he was shorter and a little bit yellowy. And then for season 3, he was completely yellow, but he was amazing. Season 3 was the best season. Yeah.
I have no counterpoint on that one. I won't sit there. I won't sit and watch it when it comes on. But if there's nothing else on, I'll watch it and be entertained.
Yeah, you will. If it's the old episodes, yeah, you will. You see, this is why I say it's good. If it's good enough for MTV to pick up for a while, it's a good show. MTV
doesn't pick up anything
seasons
good.
1 through 3. They picked that show up and they showed it at midnight. Like, you could watch SpongeBob on MTV for a nice while.
If it was SpongeBob Uncut, that'd have been funny. I would have loved to see that. SpongeBob straight up cursing someone out. It was
adult humor. It was fun, good adult humor. It was. Keyword was. It was a good show. It really was a good show. I loved SpongeBob so much. I had a lot of people who talk shit to me about it, though. I don't like that shit, that cartoony shit now. I don't want to try to do it. Anyway. But what was. You may go, sir.
I can't think of another one at this point in time. I'm trying to think. What is this thing I say that
Free!
people do? Huh?
Even Tubby Swim Club. Not a lot of guys like it, but I love it. and not just
Well, you're that
because
guy.
yes, men, is because the story is light. It's a lighthearted anime. It's good. It's just good. It's not a harem. There's no girl that all these guys are lusting after. It's about friendship. It's a
I saw the first episode. They had like 2 potential harem girls, but I understand what you mean.
potential. And if you watched all
No,
12,
I'm one episode.
that nobody was interested in either one of those girls. It was just about them being friends.
I only watched 1 episode. That was for the review, and I enjoyed it. Well, I'm currently trying to watch like 3 different animes, and I'm only keeping up with one. I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but Kill la Kill really isn't that entertaining. Not really. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna finish the series.
I feel my insides.
I hate
I
animes.
can understand if you tell me you don't like the story. I can understand if you tell me that it reminds you too much of Girl Lagann, but you cannot. Those words. That's blasphemy. You can't say it's not entertaining because the fight scenes, the shit that happens, that is entertainment. That is the epitome of entertainment. Like,
but
you have to watch it to know what's happening.
Things.
The fact that
they're
this
doing
girl
2
is just
things that I hate.
And then all these things that happen, oh no, and naked people. It's very entertaining.
There are parts where it's entertaining. I'm not saying that it's not, but it's doing 2 things that I hate that some animes do.
Being awesome and being awesome?
Yes, I'm anti-awesome person.
Clearly.
I hate animes to where the kids run the school. I hate those type of animes. Adults, get on your fucking jobs and be adults. And these kids are supposed to be like 12 or 14 years old, and they're running whole fucking cities. Granted, in this world, it's actually quite funny to see Kirien, or I can't even pronounce her name right. It's entertaining to see that, but I don't like it where we have these adults, very well-known adults who are there, and they're just like, oh, let's let her do whatever she wants because her...
First of all, what I need you to do, before you say that's what you hate, watch the rest of the show.
I'm on episode 13, so I'm getting close.
Get further because you're still too far behind. Get further and then come back and tell me how you feel about it, because when you have to know the reason behind why she rules this school or A, B, and C. Go just watch the rest.
I am curious about why her mom exudes rainbows, but I think I'll figure that out later on in the series. And the second thing that they're doing I don't like is honestly gratuitous amounts of fan service. Now, at first, I was proud of them. They did the Henshin transformation scene once in real time. And then later on when they started showing it, they just sped it up. It's like, okay, you people seen this already? Let's move on, fan service, whatever. But then they start doing it more often. Because I don't understand why, I'm in the middle of the 4-Deva episode, the 4-Deva arc, where they're fighting all 4 Devas. Well, she just finished fighting 4 Devas, and that cute girl came in there. I don't like that after each fight, for some odd reason, she had to go back to regular mode. Like, there was no reason stated that she needed to go back. She could just stay there. But no, we have to go through the whole Henshin scene over again. Every episode, we got to see Thong.
You know that her transforming, even though she accepts her uniform, you know that it still takes blood from her.
Yes.
Even Satsuki gets overwhelmed with her. What is the name of it?
Junketsu.
Genketsu.
It's a Senketsu, Jinketsu, yeah.
Yes. They get overwhelmed with them. They still, they can't take as much blood, but they're still taking blood from them.
I understand that.
They have to go back.
I understand that, but it's less than 2 cuts later when they transform. It's like, okay, D power, next person jumps on there, maybe says 2 lines worth of stuff, and have to transform again. Your blood does not develop that quickly again. You don't need to take it off and on again.
Okay, and that's all well and good. But you don't. I mean, if we're looking at it from her standpoint, she doesn't. It's not definite that she's going to be fighting person after person after person after person. She doesn't know that. So she powers down to breathe for a second. I think she should be allowed to breathe for a second. What you trying to say?
I really think that it's completely useless, and they're using that for an excuse to show the Henshin scene over again. Now, I do love that the Henshin scenes, they actually do it for the guys, too. Like, We're not doing it just to see girl tits and stuff like that. We will show man ass because they have to transform too, and they have to go through the exact same thing. I think that's quite an interesting take on it. That you're actually going to show, like, no, we're not sexist. We're not going to say only the girls have to go through this entire scene of seeing ass, thongs, tits, and maybe some camel toe. No, guys go through the exact same thing. Awesome.
I think that it's only a problem because the leads are female. I feel like if the leads were male and they were doing that and they were switching on and off between transforming and not transforming, it wouldn't be that big of an issue. That's what I think. I think the only problem is because they're female.
I
feel like it's fan service that they're female. Because by that standard, then Free is also one of those animes that you probably wouldn't be able to stand because they're almost never not naked. They're almost always naked in Free. They are
hold up.
Bearing chest and those swimsuits. They know what they're doing.
No
swimsuits.
No, my thing is that they're padding it out with the transformation sequences, which we don't need. We don't need the transformation sequence because, like I said, the fights are back to back. There's no 10-minute break, then go back to it and eat. No. First, you should finish the first guy. The second guy came up there, the computer guy, and she transformed out and came back in. Why?
He transformed out after he came in?
After she beat Umagori, I think is his name, who is also still my favorite. Gamagori, who still is my favorite character, although I don't like his ultimate uniform. It's just kind of creepy. It's just a little bit creepy.
Gamagori and
Yes, I ship it.
I ship that ship hard. I will go down with that ship. That needs to happen.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I know it's supposed to be unpopular opinions and all, but I still love the science dude, the way he fights. I'm getting all this data on you right now. Like, that's so funny. Okay, but no, I don't like. It's the same thing with that's one of the reasons why I didn't like. Well, that's not the main reason, but it's one of the reasons why I didn't like Sailor Moon when I was a kid, because when she would transform, it would take a minute and a half of the same thing we've seen 100 times already. I've seen her transform. Stop it. That's the same thing. Now, the fan service, it's not that bad. It's not as gratuitous as some animes and mangas that are currently out there. But I don't need to see the sequence over and over and over and over again. Which reminds me, I saw the monster form. That's amazing. I would love to cosplay that if I ever had the skill, but no. And I will never crossplay. I forgot about that little thing too. But I will never crossplay. But that monster form is amazing. But I don't like fan service for the fake as fan service. We don't need to see the transformation sequence over and over again, especially when she's in the middle of a 4-way battle that's back to back to back to back. Oh, I don't like cute characters who just automatically fucking evil. Like, every time they introduce a cute character, they're evil. They have some kind of really deep-seated evil to them. Like I said, back to Kill la Kill. I got to the part to where they meet the head courier or something like that, person who can pretty much take out the strings. She's just this cute little innocent girl, like, stop. Like, you stop this dude's attack with just your umbrella. No type of thing to it. Also like, yep, I beat you. Hey, yay. I killed your dad. Yay.
That person. Again, I would really love it if you just watch, before you judge, you'll watch the rest of the episodes.
I will. But like I said, there's just those two things that's happening.
Let me. I would like for you to watch the rest of the episodes. That character, she's not the way she is. It's not like she's evil and she's innocently evil. Oh my god, I'm innocent, but I just like being evil. I like killing things. No. There is a backstory to everything, which is why you cannot judge these things without having seen all of it.
I'm judging based on the information that I have now, which can be disproven later with more evidence, which will happen.
Okay.
That once again, I'm going to put this disclaimer in there. These are all biased opinions on information that I know. If my information is wrong and I am proven wrong, I will most definitely rethink my opinion. I have no problem with that. I'm not one of those people that can't take that something is just a show, or can't take that my point may be wrong. I love being proven wrong. That's why I ended up with this woman. So yeah, if anything, I don't like that. I don't like it where it shows where the adults are scared of the children. They're straight up scared of them. Tenjo Tenge, I thought the show it's a really great fighting anime / manga. I don't like that the teachers, the adults, the people who are actually paying for everything, are straight up scared of the kids, will not discipline anyone because, oh, he can kick my ass. Call the police. Shoot the nigga. Why? I don't understand that. I really don't. I don't like that type. I don't like that type of animes.
I don't know. I mean, I guess.
And like I said, I don't like. And I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite. I'm going back to unpopular opinion. I'm a hypocrite because I'd say I don't like gratuitous fan service, but there is a manga I'm reading right now which is pretty much softcore porn, and it's I can't not. I hate the group that introduced me to it.
Unpopular. Yeah, I talked to you about that.
Monster. It's a bit of a monster harem. I can't remember the exact name.
No one wants to know.
Oh,
Unpopular opinion.
So great.
I don't like Princess Mononoke. Whoops. I think that is a film.
Oh, we're not having this conversation.
I think it's a film that wasted my time. I do not like. I mean, I get it that not everything is all sunshine and rainbows at the end of every story, but I really, really like. Something in me feels as though that spirit should not have died. I just don't believe that, and I think that is. I hated that. No. I hated the ending to Princess Mononoke. The whole story I thought was fabs. I think it was a great story, great execution, of course. Come on now, Jaime Miyazaki, he's great story, great film, animation, superb. Loved it. Even for seeing it as recent as I did, it was still superb animation. That ending just did not do it for me. I was completely disappointed. Like, it wasn't one of those, oh no, I'm hurt because he died. That was a good movie, man. He died. No, it was like, what the fuck? That was stupid as shit. Why? That makes no fucking sense. That makes absolutely no fucking sense. That was the dumbest ending to any movie I've ever seen in my entire life. That was stupid as shit. It's that kind of why, so.
There's 2 points to it. Reason
don't
why.
Care. I do not care. I don't.
Yeah, like, this podcast isn't about defending anything, especially one of my favorite movies ever. But we're not gonna defend them because I'm not the person that get that serious about a cartoon.
It's a cartoon, John. It's a cartoon, so you can't get serious about it.
Yeah,
didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I didn't like Spirited Away.
Okay, now you just lying.
No. I did not Spirited Away.
Trying to hurt me now.
Okay.
Just bullshitting because
there's
you're trying to act
thing.
out. No, shut up.
No, okay, I'll admit. Only one thing about the entire anime that I hated, and you know what it is. You probably don't remember because I was complaining about it the entire time I was watching it.
What was it that you didn't like?
Her running. Her running got on my everlasting nerves.
So that's why you like the entire.
Because every time she runs, she does that. And she runs a lot in this anime.
Unpopular opinion. Jonathan Belmar seems to not like Charlie Brown.
I think Charlie Brown's stupid. Oh, so we attack. Oh, hold on. We attacking people now?
We sat down and we watched a Charlie Brown Christmas. Mind, this is 30 minutes long. 30-minute long cartoon.
Boring.
Very cute. This man insulted he ruined a childhood classic.
Another unpopular opinion. I hate not cosplayers, but the cosplay waves we always get. Attack on Titan. The year before that was none but Kiritos. I swear to God, there was like 100 Kiritos. Oh, my most hated cosplay of all, L. That is by far the laziest and stupidest cosplay I've ever seen in my entire life. And it used to be a game for me to count how many L's I would see within a 15-minute time of going through a con. And if you know me through a cons, I don't stop moving. Even for panels, I say panels for a couple minutes and I keep moving. It was ridiculous. And Naruto did the exact same thing. There were like 100 Narutos.
I'll never forget my first con. My very, 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 very first con was, I think it was Onicon. No, first con was Akon. And Brittany can tell you. My guy was Akon, and our first time going in, there was a party line of Naruto cosplayers, just a bunch of like 7 different Narutos and like all the all the characters. They all came to life because they were crossing the street. All of them. They're just dancing, and we videotaped them. Like, it was so fun. It was so fun. That's back when I thought Naruto was cool. I did. Let me not lie. I loved the manga. I thought Naruto. When I was in 7th grade, was it 7th grade? Yeah, when I was in 7th grade, mind you, I'm a senior in college right now. When I was in 7th, take a shot for your head. Take the shot for your head. When I was in 7th grade, I thought Naruto was amazing. When it first came out, Shonen Jump, oh man, the art was like, it blew my mind. Like, and then the first book came out, it's just one of the same thing for Bleach. I thought they were all really good at first. I don't know, from there to now, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was not. Maybe when the anime premiered and it was dubbed on Cartoon Network, maybe that turned me off, or I don't know what it was.
Believe it.
Oh,
Believe it.
God, that was the worst.
Believe it.
That was so terrible. But in between then and now, I don't know what happened. I just fell off. I fell off at like book.
In Naruto, and I really hate that they stopped doing this too. I actually got some flack on it from YouTube about it. I love the jutsus only because of how awesome they sounded, because they had that little echo at the end of it. And I love that. Like when Naruto versus Sasuke was on Gaton, Gokiyago Jutsu, like, yeah, it's so hype.
Like, but, I like, if you want me to watch Naruto, I'm not gonna watch it to hear them talk about all the drama that's going on in their lives. Naruto is a soap opera. I'm not gonna sit there and watch them talk about their drama. But if you want me to sit and watch a fight, oh hell yeah, especially if it has anything to do with Rock Lee, of course I will sit, I will get popcorn, I will watch a fight. I don't like Naruto for shit. The character himself, I hate Naruto. I can't stand him. But I will watch him fight anybody. Any day.
The two best fights in all of Naruto was Rock Lee versus Gaara and Rock Lee versus Kimaru.
Yep. I know that fight. I love that fight.
Only those two.
He was drunk. He got the feet. I love that one. I love that fight. My God.
And I hated what Cartoon Network did to it. The Loopy Fist Elixir. Fuck you. It's alcohol.
You see how Cartoon Network ruins lives. They are the new 4Kids. Whether you like it or not, Cartoon Network is the new 4Kids.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm gonna say popular opinion. It's not unpopular. I hate Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is just
no. Wait. Okay.
I hate Cartoon. Wait. Okay. Let me rephrase. I'm getting too hyped. I don't like some of the decisions they've made. A lot of the decisions they've made.
Cartoon Network has made some very unpopular decisions.
Horrible decisions.
One being Annoying Orange, the other being Uncle Grandpa. We all know this. Some others being canceling some of the shows that people don't like Young Justice. I mean, whether I like it or not doesn't matter. It was it seems to have been a successful show, and they canceled it, and that sucks. That really does suck. I'm not gonna act like it doesn't. It really does suck. But I'm not gonna say I hate them, because at the end of the day, it is a network. Nobody here, or none of people are taking classes on Learn to Run Network or what it takes to keep a show on the air. So regardless of whether your favorite shows got canceled or whatever, whatnot, it happened. And there was probably, it wasn't because they saw it and was like, we don't like this show, we're going to cancel it. No one thinks like that. If it was not bringing in revenue, it had to go. That's it. It doesn't matter how great it is. If it's not generating any kind of revenue for Cartoon Network, they are not going to keep it. Regardless of how much you love it, they're not going to keep it. So while their decisions may not have been the best, the stuff they have now and that they've been keeping clearly have been bringing in money. That's the only reason why they would keep it on there. So whether
they canceled it.
Now, what I'm glad about is that the shows they're bringing on are good shows. Adventure Time was a stroke of luck for them, because Nickelodeon had a chance and they passed on it, and Cartoon Network decided to pick that up and keep it running, and that was a wild success for them. I think that was just a stroke of luck. But Steven Universe has potential to be as great as Adventure Time. So I don't know. That's my unpopular opinion. I do not hate Cartoon Network, because I am not, the way I think, I don't like to just because things don't go my way, I'm not going to be angry because it doesn't go my way. I try to think and see why it didn't happen, or try and go into the other person's shoes. And from that point of view, I can understand why they had to do certain things that they may not have wanted to, but they had to do, whether people would have liked it or not.
That's not fair. You're using logic against me. That's not fair.
You're supposed to be the one that's more logical, and you're
Yeah.
not.
Oh wait, they don't know that. They don't know that.
I like it. I like them. I love Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network has brought me a lot of joy over the years. Even now, even with the crap they have, I still watch it. I'm watching this shit right now. I love
Unpopular opinion. I did not like Adventure Time when it first came out. I hated it.
I did.
I didn't.
I loved it.
I thought it was a show developed for kindergartners who were high on LSD. Those were my exact words to everyone who talked about it. Then I started watching episodes because I found out about. No, that wasn't you that forced me to watch it. No, you didn't force me to watch it. You told me about the Mushroom War.
I told you to watch the show. You didn't want to watch it. I told you, John.
So you didn't force me. You suggested for me to watch it.
You see, I hate people don't give me the man. You don't give me the recognition that I'm due. That's okay.
That was back then before you even had any power over me. Now you have power over me.
I started watching it. Like I said, my friend Chris sent me the Nickelodeon short. Back when Nickelodeon used to do the shorts for, they were testing out cartoons that may or may not work for their show. That Adventure Time was a short. And I saw the first episode and I was laughing continuously, like years and years and years and years ago. I started laughing at it. And then as soon as I came to my second year in college, Cartoon Network picked it up as an official show. And I was excited. So I knew I would really like that show because I had liked the pilot. So I knew I would really, really love the actual show. And it was funny. It was random as hell, but it was funny. Yeah. And now it actually has a story.
Yeah, that was actually one of the reasons what was with it is that I didn't like its randomness. It's got no. As soon as you told me about the Mushroom War and I looked into it, it's like, wait.
Not even that. Not even the Mushroom War.
No,
He has experienced being God, guys. He experienced being God. And I don't know if anyone knew that. Finn played God for a second.
When? What episode did I miss?
There's an episode where the Magic Man comes behind Finn. Spoiler alert. The Magic Man, okay, Finn and Jake are sitting on a hill watching the sunset, and the Magic Man, he fucks around with shit. So he puts a little bag in Finn's pocket or like behind him or something. Finn takes it home. He pours out the bag and finds out that it's like little versions of him and all of his friends. So before this, he had been having questions about like about love and life and stuff like that. And Jake was giving him, also that episode proves that Jake is JT Dog Zone because he said that love is about the bumps in your heart. And that's JT Dog Zone's thing. Yeah.
Yes, so, they finally said it.
He's totally JT Dog Zone. He's asking Jake questions and he's not getting answers that he wants. So, and he starts asking them while they're watching the sunset. So the Magic Man fucks his life up and gives him this, little bag of little people that are them. So Finn starts doing all this crazy shit. Like he just wants to know what will happen if certain things, if things happen a certain way. So he puts himself with, he puts himself with Lady Rainicorn, and then he put himself with the Fire Princess, I believe. And Lady Rainicorn got jealous and she started crying like forever. She was crying forever because Finn broke up with her and was now with the Fire Princess. And then it was really weird because then he picked Finn up, took her from the Fire Princess, and put Finn next to Bubblegum. And at first Bubblegum didn't do anything. So then Finn takes Bubblegum's arm and puts it around the little Finn. And then shit starts happening, and then the Fire Princess gets pissed. It's crazy. It's all crazy.
Okay, stop you right there. I need to go watch this episode.
You need to. It's a good episode.
I did not know about this. I need to see this episode.
And Jake even has to leave. Jake leaves the treehouse.
Stop. I don't want to hear
Jake leaves the treehouse because he can't handle it. He's like, well, man, you're messed up. I'm going to go stay with the lady for a while. So he leaves, and Finn's just having a field day with his little people. He calls them the A and B list or A, B, and C list people because they're kind of like A, B, and C list characters. So like the A characters are him, Fire Princess, Rainicorn, Jake, Bubblegum, and the B list is like Marceline and the Ice King. It sucks, but it was a good episode. You should probably remember.
I will get around to it, but that's amazing. I think we're about to start wrapping up because it's been a while. Like I said, I didn't time it this time, so I have no idea how long it's going to be. But hope you guys liked us actually just sitting here and complaining about certain things. And going against what we initially said by saying we shouldn't get this in depth about it. It's a cartoon. You shouldn't be that serious about it. But we got serious a few times about certain things to show that, as much as we want to live by a certain creed, these shows actually touched our hearts. Even as much as I hate certain shows or like certain shows, as soon as I say I hate certain shows or don't like them, it's I still watch them because they're entertaining. They touch me enough. Like, I won't hate something because I don't know anything about it. I'll hate something because I know so much about it that it sucks to me. That's just how it is. Last unpopular opinion: One Piece is the greatest anime/manga ever in creation.
I have not completely read One Piece or watched the anime, but I'm pretty sure once I do, I'll probably agree.
What's your last unpopular opinion?
Last unpopular opinion? I don't know. I don't think I have one.
She likes My Little Pony.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, did I talk about My Little Pony? I love My Little Pony.
Oh God.
Get this. Okay, I know.
Okay, yeah, this is your last set. This is your last set. Go ahead.
I love My Little Pony. Okay, let me tell you why. Well, I love where Lauren Faust. I love where Lauren Faust was involved. I love that series. Nowadays, My Little Pony is just like a bunch of episodes and they just like sing every episode. That's really annoying. But when I first started watching it, I thought the stories, they are very good stories. They are like I would expect My Little Pony to actually air on not the hub, but maybe on Cartoon Network or Disney Channel or something. I would have expected it to air on there because the stories that and I hate Wonder Over Yonder. Sorry, hate it.
My Little Pony, stay on it. You gotta.
My Little Pony, it's a good show. Like the same way I felt with SpongeBob. The first few seasons are good. They're really good. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. They're ponies and they're friends. And now I guess there's like porn and shit of it. I guess it's not as great, but it was good. I spent a good amount of my time sitting and watching episodes, and I stayed current because I still do. Because it's pretty good. I don't know. I like it. I just like My Little Pony. I really do.
So that's our last unpopular opinion. And I want to thank you guys once again for watching the Rebel Podcast. Once again, I'm your Judge B.
Oh, what? I'm supposed to say something?
Just ruined everything.
Let's
try this again. Listen, very nice guys to see you again. We'll do this again as soon as possible. Now that we have a pretty much set team at this point in time, we'll have special guest people come on whenever they have the time. But the most time it'll just be me and her doing this. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show. I'm your Judge B.
Are you gonna do it again? You did it again? I'm never gonna get this right. Just know that. So you don't know who I am. That's too bad.
I'm Judge B, and this is Adiola. We hope you guys enjoy the show.
I have my actual name. I want a nickname too.
Magnus.
He never gets that right. I don't know what the fuck a Magus is.
Okay.
Not
let it be known, people. Yes, we are dating.
We
are dating.
Magnus.
For the people who are new to the group and don't know, we are both admins, for one thing, and two, yes, we are going out. It does not affect our judgment, let alone it doesn't even have to because we do our jobs the way it's supposed to. Shut up. Shut up.
It affects my judgment. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's the neutral.
I'm the neutral king.
I'm not. I'm very mean. If I don't like you or the way you're behaving, I'm gonna be mean to you.
So, once again, join us next time for the podcast again. Oh, that's horrible again. Let's try that one more time. Join us next time for the Rebel Podcast, and we will talk about I don't know. I'm Judge Belmar. This is Adiola Magnus.
God, shut up! You ruin it all the time. You don't have to say my name. You just
Everyone have a good night.
Judge Magnus. Over and done with. That's